At the shoreline in a snowstorm, I was baptized like a newborn in the static. There was a voice inside a dream, so lift your head up, come up clean in the static. You were a wild thing, pretending to be tame. I was a wild thing, trapped inside a cage. I wasn't looking for deliverance. When you walked around the wilderness, I was yours and you were mine. But everything returns on time to the static. Though the circuit boards erase flashes and memories still remain in the static. In between the ones and zeros, you will find me if you let go in the static. You were a wild thing, pretending to be tame. I was a wild thing, trapped inside a cage. I wasn't looking for deliverance. When you walked around the wilderness, I was yours and you were mine. But everything turns on time to the static.
I'm Tyrone, and you now tuning into the Hill Stevens podcast. Because if you ain't tuning in, I'm fucking your girl, long dick style, and that's non-negotiable.
Hey Steve, what's going on? This is the almighty WWE champion. Hey man, I heard you had this new YouTube channel, Hill Stevens. I just want to give you a shout out. I'm going to go check it out. And I think everybody else needs to make sure to tune into Around the Point, because we've been contracted. And if you don't tune in, you're going to get some business from the Herb business.
I just want to make sure, are you guys hearing what I'm saying? Do you guys hear me? Let me know in the chat if you're hearing me. I hope that you guys are. What is up, everybody? Let me know. It is working. It is working, y'all. It is working. What up, motherfuckers? What is up, everybody? It is Thursday. What up, bitches? Thursday, September 2nd, 2021. This is your AEW All Out 2021 preview and predictions. We are live not only on YouTube, but we're also live over at twitch.tv/Around the Point. If you're on Twitch, hit the follow button and all that fun stuff. We are trying to become a Twitch affiliate over there on Twitch. And if you're on YouTube, youtube.com/HeelSteven, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and be notified when I go live, when I upload a video and all that fun stuff. Just like this Sunday, we will be going live for our AEW All Out live reaction. That's right. We are doing a live reaction this Sunday during the show. So make sure you join us for that when it does happen this Sunday. And you can see me. Hi, guys. How are you guys today? Hope all of you are having a wonderful day. You're enjoying your Thursday afternoon. I know at this hour, it is like lunch hour right now. It's kind of like a lunchtime. Over here where I'm at, we're kind of in a state of emergency. In case you guys don't know, I live in the state of New Jersey, the Garden State. And I'm not sure if you guys have been watching the news or following the news, what have you, or even give a fuck, but where I'm at, we had massive amounts of fucking rain. That damn Ida, whatever the fuck you want to call her, she didn't fuck around. She caused damage. And if you've been following the news, you've seen the clips, the video, the footages for what's been happening in New Jersey, also in parts of New York with these massive floodings. I was stuck at work. I got into work yesterday. Let's put it this way. At 3 p.m. 3 p.m. And what time did I leave work? Do you ask? 3:30 in the morning. I shit you not. 3:30 in the morning, I left work and I got home. How I did it, I had no clue. I was driving my car and I saw a car just stuck in the middle of the fucking road. Just stuck. They were stuck, so they left their cars there and shit. So driving was a bitch yesterday. It was a fucking bitch. But I got home, and I slept. I didn't go to my morning job, hence why I'm doing this now. It's funny because my original plan was to do this as a recorded video, edit it out, got these nice little photos popping up, and then upload it to YouTube. That was my original plan. I haven't done that in years. I haven't done that in fucking years. So I was really looking forward to, you know what, record the video yesterday at night after Dynamite and then edit out literally this morning, what have you, and then have it ready by Friday. But Ida said, fuck that shit. You're staying at work. And I was trying to watch Dynamite on my phone because I do have the TNT app on my phone, right? And I wasn't even able to do that. Not because I didn't want to. It was just so much shit going on. Like I saw like the first hour of Dynamite. Okay, I saw the first hour. I saw CM Punk's big promo that he did. He got physical, if you saw. And then after that's all that I saw, honestly. And after that, it was just like whatever to me because the rain, people were stuck in my store. They didn't let us leave and all that shit. So yeah, I just didn't care. And I got a little stoned, but that's nor here or there. But you guys know me already. I always get stoned. But I hope all of you out there are safe and sound. Let's all just love each other, if you will. Keep everyone in your thoughts. Keep Daphne in your thoughts. I know right now there's something going on, and I hope that everything is okay, if you get what I'm saying. So, with enough about all that, let's get into this AEW All Out 2021 preview and predictions. If you have your predictions, let me know in the comments and all that fun stuff, or in the chat. I'll be reading you guys' chat also. You guys are kicking ass, by the way. You guys are kicking ass. And by the way, I just want to say one thing right now. We have a guest for this Sunday. We have a guest for the live reaction stream. We'll be joined. I just got the notification right now by Dave Sack. He's like my deal breaker. He makes the deals and all that stuff. So our guest for this Sunday is none other than Anthony Missionary Thomas from Wrestling Soup. So that's going to be fun. So make sure you guys tune in and all that fun stuff. It's going to be fun. We'll be joined by Anthony Missionary Thomas from Wrestling Soup, motherfuckers. So it's going down this Sunday, AEW All Out. Can we just say right now, probably the most anticipated show of the year? Granted, if we can even say pay-per-views for AEW. Because let's be honest right now, there's a lot of eyeballs right now on AEW. Forget the fact that, hey, Punk has arrived. CM Punk has arrived. Daniel Bryan is likely on his way as well, really, really soon. And then there are more surprises happening. Baby, if you get what I'm saying. Okay, I'm reading the chat, by the way, here. Hell yeah, by Eric Clark. I'm here watching AEW Dynamite by Jason Campbell right now, so I can't watch you on my TV. That's fine, brother. However, again, it is what it is, man. At the end of the day, you're watching, you're listening. What up, chat? From Eric. Can't wait for All Out this Sunday. I'm going to be watching it. Can't wait. I switched over. I'm watching you from my TV screen, so now I'll check Dynamite later, bro. That's fine. That's awesome, dude. So, for a lot of people, man, there's so much attention on AEW Dynamite. Sam Cat writes here, I'm on my lunch break. That's awesome, dude. I hope you're having a awesome fucking lunch, dude. I hope you're having, let me just change the color on this shit real quick. Let me just change the color. God damn it, pal. There we go. There we go. Much better. Matter of fact, for the one time, let's keep it like this. You know what? For the one time, let's keep it like this. Why the fuck not? Okay. So I'm excited. Fun little fact. I was supposed to be in Chicago for All Out, but plans change. It happens. I do plan on going though next year. I do plan on, if they do still continue going or having the show in Chicago, right? But let's be honest here. Yes, this card is stacked from top to bottom. From top to bottom, this is a stacked card. Live from the Now Arena in Hoffman Estates, Illinois. Okay? But let's just get one thing clear right now. Let's just get one thing clear. There's one reason why all of you are giving a shit about this show. There's one reason why. We all know what it is. Obviously, we all know what it is. And that's is that guy right there. That straight edge Chicago son of a bitch with his arm crossed. It's clobbering time, motherfuckers. That is the reason why everyone and their mother is giving a flying fuck about this show, as it should be. His first match back in 7 years. Can we say right now the most anticipated match in a long time in the history of pro wrestling? Let that shit sink in, okay? But the question is, and it's going to be answered hopefully this Sunday, is he still the best in the world? I heard a lot of people last night when CM Punk was speaking on the microphone, right? He was talking his shit. And people were chanting, "You still got it." How do we know? How the fuck do we know if he still has it or not? I know he got physical a little bit, all that stuff. That's fine. Listen, you guys know me too. For a long time, I've been a long time Roman Reigns fan. All right, you guys know this already. Fucking hell, look at this shit. Look at the wrestling wall. Okay, yes, I got some New Japan guys there. I got Naito, the WrestleMania 32 magazine cover that I was at, and all that stuff. Right, I was there. Okay, but that's beside the point. And I know for a lot of people, it's one of those things where, yes, I've been a Roman fan for a long time, right? But at the same time, I've been a fan of CM Punk. I've been a fan. I know for years I've been vocal saying, oh, he is the best quitter in the world and all that stuff. And then the podcast came out. He tried out other ventures and wasn't successful at it, right? We all saw what happened, right? But that one question always remained, would he ever come back? Would he ever come back to WWE? Or pro wrestling? I'm sorry, pro wrestling. We all figured, hey, be WWE, right? They all come back. They all fucking come back, right? And AEW formed in 2019. And the idea that, hey, the first All Out show happened, right? And everyone thought Punk would be there. Punk would be there and stuff. And never happened. And people were left wondering what the hell went wrong. And there was talks that, Punk did have like text conversations and he didn't like how it went down. And then Punk showed up on that WWE backstage show on Fox under a Fox contract. And now fast forward 2 years, you see where AEW has gone, right? Where, I guess in success and all that. And the question now for CM Punk, is he going to make the jump? And he did. But I'll get into that in a little bit. Okay. We'll get into CM Punk and all that stuff in a little bit. But the question is going to be answered this Sunday. Is he still the best in the world? We have to wait and see. But if you guys, again, have your predictions, feel free to drop them in the chat. If you're on YouTube, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell notification. You'll be notified when we go live and upload a video, like we'll be going live this Sunday as we are joined by Anthony Missionary Thomas from Wrestling Soup. But let's get into the card, okay? Here's what we do know. We were supposed to get Andrade El Idolo versus Pac, but it's not going to happen now. And it was announced that, I guess, per Tony Khan, this is what he said. Thank you to fans for supporting. Okay. Thank you to you fans supporting hashtag AEW Dynamite Live next on TNT. The women's Casino Battle Royal, which was booked to be on the buy-in, will now be featured on the All Out pay-per-view card due to travel issues. The Bastard Pac versus El Idolo Andrade bout is postponed until a future AEW Rampage. To which Andrade wrote here, in quote, "I just wasted my time. It's like in boxing when they don't make weight, the fighter has to be fined a sum of money, or is he just not ready to face me and he wants more time?" And he tweets out at AEW with the hashtag and all that stuff. To be fair, I was looking forward to seeing the match. I was looking forward to seeing Andrade in an exciting match. Because let's be honest here, Andrade says come into AEW. Yeah, they put him with Chavo. They had him with Vicky, and then they put him with Chavo, right? Which was a better upgrade. But it's one of those things where he's just there. Let's be honest. He's just there, right? And the talks of him facing Pac, I did enjoy the little backstage segment that they've had, right? Where Andrade was trying to recruit the Lucha Bros and Pac wasn't buying it. And again, travel issues happen. If I'm at AEW, I don't know why you would have Pac travel back to the UK. If that is the case, right? Knowing there's a pay-per-view coming up, knowing that there's this whole shutdown probably still in Europe, what have you. I don't get it, but it's going to happen later on. So we'll see what happens with that. So because of that, what's now going to be on the buy-in, to my understanding, is going to be this multi-person, six-person. It's going to be basically a 8-man tag. Basically, it's going to be Orange Cassidy, Chuck Taylor, Wheeler Yuta, and Jurassic Express of both Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus versus the Hardy Office Mabob, which is basically Matt Hardy, Private Party, and TH2. I'm going to say this right now. I honestly don't give a shit about Matt Hardy's faction. They're just not it for me. It's just, to me, when I see them on television, right? The Blade, the Butcher, the Bunny, Private Party, right? It's a true definition of trying to get everyone on the show at any means necessary. That's the vibe I get. But again, to me, this match does nothing for me. I feel like there's another match that should be on the pre-show or on the buy-in for that matter. But yeah, I mean, as far as a winner goes, it's crazy. Think about this too. Let me go back to this photo real quick. Okay. To think at the last pay-per-view, Jungle Boy won the Casino Battle Royal to earn a shot, right, at a world title match. Right? And he had a match with Kenny Omega at the episode Dynamite a couple weeks ago, what have you, after that, and lost. Orange Cassidy was challenging for the world title at the last pay-per-view. And now they're both technically on the buy-in now. What the fuck? If you get what I'm saying. But there's that. I mean, as far as the winner goes, I guess it's going to be Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus, and the Best Friends. I think that makes sense. I still think there's money in Jungle Boy. Again, if you're AEW, if there's someone that you want to push towards the kids, that is Jungle Boy, in my humble opinion. But there's that. From there, we go to what I think will be that match where these two guys are going to beat the fuck out of each other. That is, I guess, John Moxley versus Satoshi Kojima. Satoshi Kojima, former NWA World Champion, IWGP World Champion, to my understanding. I know for a lot of people at the same time, yes, you're expecting Hiroshi Tanahashi. There was talk of Tanahashi versus John Moxley. That was the vibe they were going with, but it never came to be because New Japan is running a show, I think, tomorrow or today, what have you. So Tanahashi is going to be there. Tanahashi, as you all know, is the IWGP US champion. They finally got that belt back in Japan. I think we will get the match eventually, but I think overall, you look at what Moxley's doing here. A couple of weeks ago, or a month ago or so, he wrestled Yuji Nagata, which is viewed like a legend in Japan. Kojima is in that same, I guess, up in that same echelon, if you will. So they'll have a fun match. They will do some stiff shots at each other. But I think in the long run, John Moxley, who I do think has lost a lot of steam, and again, it happens, people go up and down on the card, will get the win here, in my humble opinion. Now, let's get to a match that I think has no business being on the fucking main card, and that is Paul White versus QT Marshall. Can we just agree on that right now? Can we agree this match has no fucking business being on the fucking main card right now? I don't think it has to be on the main card. This could easily be on the fucking buy-in as well. I did see the clip of Billy Gunn turning heel on Paul White, which was like, why? Just so fucking stupid. It's Paul White's first match back, the Big Show. Okay, I'm just calling him the Big Show. I'm used to it already. But it's his first match back in such a long time. This AEW debut. You know he's getting the win. Let's just call it like it is. He's getting the win. QT Marshall, I like the guy. I like the gimmick. I know people may not like it, but I dig it for what it's worth. Let me read the chat because you guys are kicking in right now. Let's see what people are writing here right now. The real question is from Dave Sad. The real question, is can AEW truly trust Darby Allin to carry this match? We'll have to wait and see. Bad Best friends versus Jurassic Press. Def Matt Hardy off and hoping that the faction will finally begin its end. The professor at Shimmer, Wrestling Shimmer. We are very sad to announce that the passing of Shannon. Oh my God. Daphne passed away. Holy shit. Oh man. This is crazy. Yeah, man. Rest in peace, Daphne. Again, like I said earlier in the beginning of the show, you know, let's just love each other at the end of the day. Life is very, very short. Let's just, again, you know, love each other at the end of the day. Let's just keep everyone in our thoughts. Just keep the family. Let's give the family the privacy and the respect that they deserve right now at this moment in time. But yeah, my thoughts and prayers are with Daphne right now. Yeah, I just heard the news right now. Let me just go on Twitter to see what people are saying. This is crazy right now. I'm just right now lost for word. Like I'm doing a prediction right now, and this just happened. I'm right now at a loss for words right now. Like this is just again, let's just everyone let's just love each again. The world is too life is oh my god. I don't know what to really I don't know how to put it. I just don't know really, you know. I guess what I can say is this, okay? Listen, I know at times we may not always agree. There's times where, hey, you know, tomorrow isn't promised. Make every moment that you can just count. That person that, you know, that you see that maybe is feeling some kind of way that, you know, whatever the person's going through, if you know someone that's going through something, let them know, man, yo, there is help. There is help out there. Um yeah, I'm just right now at a loss for words right now. Again, I'm doing a prediction right now and I'm trying to get through this. But this is crazy. You know, this is really, really crazy right now. Okay, listen. Let me get through the prediction. Okay. Let's get to this. If you have questions after, I'll answer questions and all that stuff, but I got to get through this. I have to. I know this is very, very unfortunate. This won't be the first time that I do a stream and something like this happened, but I'm gonna try to get through this. Okay, let's try to get through this predictions. And yeah, let's get through this. All right, let's get through this. Where was I here? Where was I? Where was I? Yeah. Paul White and QT Marshall. To me, Paul White's getting the win. I just don't see him losing in his debut. So there's that. Let's get to a match that I think two guys will definitely go out there and just tear it up, because why the hell will they not? And I don't think I have the graphic for it right now. Let me just see if I have it here. I thought I did, but turns out I did. Turns out I don't, which I thought I did, which is crazy. No, I do not. I do not have the graphic for this. I thought I did, but I don't. That is Miro versus there you go. That is Miro versus Eddie Kingston for the TNT Championship. I think it's a match where two guys are going to go out there and just beat the holy hell out of each other. I've enjoyed this reboot of Miro, this whole like Redeemer, thanking the Lord Jesus Christ and his hot wife. You know, I've enjoyed that. I enjoyed the updated music. I am happy that they separated him from Penelope Ford and Kip Sabian. He's now what he's supposed to be, this monster, right? He's a mid-card champion, a dominant one, right? He's had these wins over Fuego del Sol, I think Dante Martin, Brian Pillman Jr., right? But here's also Eddie Kingston, who's going to give Miro a fight. But I think when it's all said and done, I think Miro does retain the championship here. I think that is what's going to happen here. In my opinion, I don't see really Eddie winning the belt anytime soon, but we'll see. I did mention earlier that, because of what happened when Andrade and Pac, that now the women's match that was supposed to be on the buy-in, the women's Casino Battle Royal, will now be on the main card. So the winner receives a shot at the AEW Women's World Championship. We just don't know when it's going to happen, but this is happening. Now it's being moved to the main card. What you see here is basically Julia Hart, Big Swole, The Bunny, Thunder Rosa, who I think is a favorite to win, Nyla Rose, Red Velvet, Tay Conti, Penelope Ford, and Diamante. Now, I'm just going to say this, okay? You look at the AEW women's roster. It's a hit and miss still. Yes, you have Britt Baker, who I think is amazing, who I think is awesome, right? You'll have your, Hikaru Shida, who's also good. Thunder Rosa, who we all know is amazing. But then the rest is just hit and miss, right? But I think as far as surprises go, like I look at Wikipedia here, if I'm looking at Wikipedia, God damn it, where am I here? Where am I? Here we go. Who they have announced here for the match for the women is obviously Nyla Rose, Thunder Rosa, The Bunny, Big Swole, Julia Hart, Tay Conti, Diamante, Penelope Ford, Red Velvet, Hikaru Shida, Emi Sakura, Jade Cargill, who I think is going to be a future champion down the road, Kiera Hogan, who was an Impact. Now I think she's part of AEW, Abaddon, Layla Hirsch, who lost to Camille at NWA Power. Where am I here? Kylie King, Rebel, Jamie Hayter, Anna Jay, and they're announcing 2 women. I think one of the women that they announced for this show is Camille, because again, she's the NW Women's Champion. And I think the surprise entry, the Joker card, is gonna be Ruby Soho. I think everyone expecting it to be Ruby Soho, the former Ruby Riott. It may be her, but I think if you want to swerve people like, oh my God, really can really make the best out of your working relationship with the other promotion that you're working with, I would put in, honestly, Deonna Purrazzo, the current Impact Knockouts champion and the current Reign of the Reinas champion. That's who I would put, in my opinion, as a surprise. But as far as the winner goes, I'm going to go with Thunder Rosa. I think Thunder Rosa wins this, and then that's how we get Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa again down the road. I'm reading the comments here as well. Eddie's winning this match from Eric Clark. Miro keeps talking about his hot wife. I wonder if CJ makes her debut as a manager. Maybe. Never say never, bro. Do you think it's going to be the Joker? Not you. Me? I don't know, bro. I don't think so. But I do think possibly if it's not Ruby Soho like everyone's expecting it to be, it just might very well be Deonna Purrazzo from Impact Wrestling. So there's that. Okay. So there's that. From there, we go on to, speaking of women's action, Britt Baker defending her AEW Women's Championship versus Chris Statlander, which I think should be an okay match. Like, Chris Statlander isn't bad. She's okay. Britt Baker, she's been on this rise. She's been tearing it up. I've enjoyed this run. It's grown on me, and here we are, right? And I don't think there's no need to take that belt off her right now. I think if you're planning to do Thunder Rosa, if she does end up winning, right, you put it with Britt Baker. But we'll see where they go with all that. But I do think, though, Britt Baker does retain her championship in the long fucking run. From there, we go on to the final fight. Chris Jericho versus MJF. If Chris Jericho loses, he will never wrestle again. Now, we all saw, what happened, I think, was it a couple of months ago at Full Gear where MJF beat Jericho. We saw what happened at the Blood and Guts match where MJF threw Jericho from top of the freaking cage. And now we saw also what Jericho had to go through to get this match with MJF. The 5 labors of Jericho, right? He wrestled in his first match. I think he wrestled Shawn Spears in a chairs match where Shawn Spears, he only used a chair if he wanted to. Then from there, he went to Nick Gage, which we all saw how that went, right? From there, he wrestled Juventud Guerrera. From there, he wrestled Wardlow, and then he lost to MJF. So he has technically, when you think about it, right, he has already 3 losses against. Well, here's the thing. I say 2, but I don't really think. I would say 2 losses right now. I would say 2 losses right now. I know there are people that would say 3 because, but then again, he didn't technically lose. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really think that, if you get what I'm saying, I don't think it's one of those things where, hey, if you're Jericho right now, you're in the situation where you haven't, you lost to this guy twice. Some people will say 3 times, right? And you hear in wrestling so many times the speculation, right? Of, oh my God, what's going to happen now with, what's going to happen, right, if he loses again? I think everyone has that expectation about him if he does end up losing again, right? But I just don't see it happening. Then again, I don't know. I really don't know, to be honest with you. I will say this, though. I think it's one of those things where if you really want to surprise people, if you really want to fucking surprise people right now, right? If you really want to shock people, you would have MJF get the win. If you really, really want to surprise people, you'd have MJF win. Right? But at the same time, in wrestling, how many times have we heard, the rumors, the whole thing of, that, in the past where people put their careers on the line, that Jericho, has to win, right? The person that put in their career on the line has to win. But I think, again, if you really want to have that moment that, oh my God, you just can't believe it, you'd have MJF win. I'm pretty sure, though, at the same time, right, if you're Chris Jericho, yeah, I'm sure he'd love to do commentary. At the same time, I'm pretty sure Jericho will have to go wrestle in Japan or wrestle in Mexico. But I do think, honestly, in reality, yes, Jericho's winning because why the fuck would he not? But if you want to surprise people, like, oh my God, I didn't see this one coming, can't believe it, you go with MJF getting the win. And if he does win, after that, you got to do something with MJF. You got to give him a world title run or something. That's what you got to do. If that is the case. Me in the comments here as well, there has been silent signs that the inner circle is dissolving, so I wouldn't be surprised if MJF wins, but I think Jericho wins. I think Jericho's going to win. I don't see him retiring in the ring. We'll still see what happens. We'll see what happens with that, but it's going to be interesting to see where they go with all that. From there, we go to the steel cage match between the Young Bucks versus the Lucha Bros for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. Now, the Lucha Bros had to win this 4-man tournament, to 4-team tournament to get this opportunity. I think they defeated the Varsity Blondes and the Jurassic Express to get this opportunity. And remember, they've had matches in the past. They had that match at Double or Nothing, and I think they also had that match at All Out of 2019, where it was for the tag titles as well. Guys, just give me 1 second, all right? Be right back. Give me. All right, guys, I'm back. I apologize for that, but I had a family calling me, so I had to pick up the call. So back to this though, the Young Bucks versus the Lucha Bros. You guys remember also, hey, Galera de la Muerte, the match at All Out for Double or Nothing back in 2019. So you already know what to expect from these guys. Okay, now they're doing the cage. I know a lot of people have found the Young Bucks shtick as a late humorous. I just appreciate the fact that, hey, they're just sneakerheads now, right? They collect all these J's. Kenny, the one collecting the Yeezy, which I'm all for, honestly. I am all for that one guy to collect the Yeezys, while the Young Bucks and Brandon Cutler collect all the Jordans and Dunks, what have you. But that being said, for what it's worth, I've always said, the Young Bucks are better heels than their baby faces. And I expect these guys to go balls to the wall with this. It's a cage match. My only thing is, are they going to go over their time? If you get my drift here. But as far as the winner goes, here's the thing about it. I don't think the Bucks lose the belts here. I think they will in a couple of weeks from now. I'd say Arthur Ashe. I would say in New York City, in Queens, against Santana and Ortiz, which is crazy to think that, they don't have a match on this card. I know last night they had Santana and Ortiz Pride and Powerful against FTR. I want to save that for the pay-per-view, honestly. That's just me. I've enjoyed Santana's promos in the press conference because it comes from the heart. It's real. You feel it. Some of us can relate. You get what I'm saying? So I really wish they kept that match. Yes, I get it. It opened the show last night. Great match. I enjoyed it. But I really wish, honestly, either A, that should have been the main event of last night's Dynamite, or save it for the pay-per-view. That's just me. But as far as the Young Bucks and Lucha Brothers go, the Young Bucks win and they lose to Santana and Ortiz in New York. Because again, you're going to be in New York in a couple of weeks. You want to get that crowd crazy. What better way than having Santana and Ortiz walk out as the new tag team champions in AEW? So there's that. From there, we go to the nitty gritty. We get down to the brass taxes of things, right? What's going to close the show, right? Now, I'm going to be here. I know because it's Chicago. This has to close the show. But for the sake of this prediction, I'm going to be a traditionalist. What do I mean with that? The co-main event, even though I think this might main event, but if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. CM Punk versus Darby Allin. CM Punk's first match in over 7 long years. My question is, hey, he's back. Why is he back? Is it because the hunger's back? Is he really hungry to come back? Or maybe the reality is he realizes, hey, he doesn't have that much time left on his he doesn't have that much time in his, I guess you want to say in his life clock, if you will, right? So he realizes if he's going to come back, it needs to be now. He doesn't have that much time left in his lifespan, his life clock, if you will, right? So if he's going to come back, it needs to be now before it's too late. He hasn't wrestled a match in 7 years that we know of. I know he was on Heels and Stars. I haven't watched it. I don't have Stars. Okay, I don't have it. There have been reports that, yes, he had a match under a mask at some independent shows, what have you, some run-ins. It's funny because he did say in this promo when he came back at the United Center, there's nothing more dangerous you can do than to fight CM Punk, but fight CM Punk in Chicago. It's funny because the last time he fought in Chicago, I'm not sure if you guys remember, but he lost. There's the part where I would zoom the camera in my face if I were editing this video, but you kind of get where I'm going with that, right? In his UFC fight, right? But let's be honest, I think all of us are excited to see him back. This is great. This is awesome. I thought it would never happen. But it is. And here he is. It's crazy, though, because now Punk is in the role of the part-timer. When you think about it, Punk is in the role of Dwayne, right? Put it this way, right? If you're Kenny Omega, right? Do you remember when CM Punk, when he cut the pipe bomb in 2011, and he mentioned the fact that Dwayne gets to main event, right? Gets to main event WrestleMania and not him, makes him sick. If you're Kenny Omega, the fact that Phil gets to main event All Out and not Kenny Omega has to make Kenny sick. I'm just saying. But that's the role that CM Punk is in now. He is in the role of a Dwayne Johnson. That's my alarm clock. Because usually at this hour, I get up to go to work. I have 2 jobs, people. So at this hour, I be getting up to go to work. All right. So you kind of get where I'm going with all this shit. Okay. I'm excited to see this. I'm excited to see what happens. I think Darby Allin, aka Trevor, is a good choice to see CM Punk see where he's at. The game has changed. Look, the game has completely changed, right? For a lot of people, and in the business, right? The talent has gotten better. Movesets have been more advanced, right? And all that stuff, right? And you want to see how he stands with a lot of guys today. I'll give you another example. Davey Richards. Dave returned to wrestling a couple of months ago in MLW after being gone for 3 to 4 years. And he looks amazing. I'm happy to see him back. That being said, with CM Punk, it's going to be crazy. This should main event, but it might not main event. But it's one of those things where we're just counting it down. We can't out fucking wait. I know Darby will hold his own. I know that's a question that I think Dave Sack asked earlier. All right. Does he see the real question is if Darby is can AEW truly trust Darby to carry this match? I think they can. But my thing is, though, we'll see what happens. I would say, yes, CM Punk wins. But at the same time, you really don't want to make Trevor look bad in defeat. So I even enjoyed the whole segment last night when after the whole beatdown happened, Sting, Punk, and Allen were in the ring, and Sting said, I'm going to leave the ring. I'm going to let you two guys go at it and all that stuff. I enjoyed it. I'll even say, give me Sting versus CM Punk, yo. Give me Sting versus CM Punk. To quote Chicago, if Darby wins, Riot from the Extreme. Eric Clark here. Eric Clark writes here, if CM Punk is going to have a great match, but I can't see Darby Allin winning. I'm sorry, CM Punk all the way. Romeo writes from True Heel Heats, UFC element, because I know Punk has won 10 straight in Chicago in wrestling. If CM Punk loses to Chicago crowd, going to be pissed. Does Brian debut post-match or Punk, Brian, or Kenny Christian? We'll get into that in a bit. I can't wait for this match. But that being said, though, I have CM Punk actually winning this match. So there's that. But remember, Punk is now in the role of the part-timer, if you will. And I said this, listen, this is big. I know a lot of people said, Punk isn't as over as he is. I know, so you guys know me. You guys said this earlier. I'm a Roman Reigns fan. But even I don't agree with the whole thing that, he was never the guy. That being CM Punk. Yeah, bro. Not the guy, but yeah, he got his name chants for the last 7 years, bro. The last 7 years, people were chanting his fucking name. It's crazy when his new t-shirt on Pro Wrestling Tees crashes the site. Yeah, bro. He's over. Still. But I can't wait to see the match. I'm going with CM Punk here. And I did say, hey, the rule, the Chicago rule, if you're wearing the new CM Punk t-shirt from Pro Wrestling Tees, you got to have on the Jordan 1s, the Chicago Reds, or not the Black Toes. One of the two, okay? It is what it is. Then we go to what I guess will be the main event if you're a traditionalist, okay? That is, obviously, if I have the graphic here, it'd be embarrassing if I don't. Here we go. Kenny Omega defending the AEW World Championship versus Christian Cage. Christian Cage, who beat Kenny Omega a couple of weeks ago to become the Impact World Champion. On paper, I'm sorry, this is like a big letdown. I'm sorry. Listen, I like Christian Cage. Don't get it twisted. This, though, is not doing it for me. It's not. But here we are. I know people were expecting Hangman Page. I get that, myself included. But at the same time, though, if you're AEW, hey, you want to get casuals to watch the show. And hey, people know who Christian is. So there's that too. I just don't see Christian Cage getting the win here. I don't. Yes, he beat Kenny for the Impact World title. And if you're Impact Wrestling, I'm sorry. Him holding on to that belt does nothing for your brand because you have another guy who's under contract to AEW holding your title. Yeah. It should be a fun match. I enjoyed their match, believe it or not, from Rampage a couple of weeks ago. My only thing is I now know what to expect. That's my only thing. I now know what to expect from these guys. And I wish there was more. I wish things were a little different, but it is what it is. That being said, I see Kenny Omega getting the win. I know this whole story is that, hey, Christian got a win. He's getting into Kenny's head, basically. And this whole thing with Don Callis, Carney shit, bullshit, whatever. I'm going with Kenny Omega. He's going to win. And at the end of it all, if they play their cards right, you see Kenny cut a promo, right? There's no one left. And then the lights go out and you hear that's what I see happening. Bryan Danielson, the American Dragon, debuts in AEW. And he gets in the ring, stares at Kenny Omega, looks at that world title. And that's it. We're off to the races. We're off to the fucking races. I do think we get Kenny Omega versus Bryan in New York at Arthur Ashe, which I'll be at. My weekend is booked, by the way. You see, I will be tomorrow at WrestlePro in Union, New Jersey. Matt Cardona versus Dan Moff. Then the next Friday, I will be at SmackDown at the Garden. I can't wait for that one. The Wednesday after, I'll be at Prudential for AEW Dynamite. And then the week after that, that's probably September 15th. September 22nd, I will be at Arthur Ashe Stadium. So if you see me, say what's up, how you doing, and all that fun stuff. I'll be stoned 9 times out of 10. But other than that, I do look forward to watching the show. I do look forward to seeing all that fun stuff. We'll be live this Sunday during the show doing our live reactions. We'll be joined by Anthony Missionary Thomas from Wrestling Soup. So make sure you go check that out and all that fun stuff. I can't wait. It's going to be a fun time. And again, if you are not yet subscribed to the YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button down below. If you're on Twitch, hit the follow button. Be notified when we upload, we go live, and all that fun stuff. And yeah, I never liked Bryan Danielson. I think he sucked. He's way overrated. He's too small for me, in my opinion. Kenny retains. OMG, have you seen Matt Cardona's Troll Heat spinner title? I have. I love it. That guy is winning right now. I'm saying that right now. Comeback of the year, motherfuckers. The comeback of the year behind CM Punk. Okay. That being said, guys, I'm going to wrap things up here because I have work in about 40 minutes and I got to go to work regardless. So there's that. I hope all of you are safe wherever you're at. Over here where we're at, we had a flooding. Thankfully, my house did not get flooded. Thankfully, I didn't have trouble getting back home from work. I left work yesterday at 3:30 in the morning. I went to work at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I got home at 3:30 in the morning. That check gonna look fucking nice. I'm telling you that right now. But other than that, I look forward to seeing you guys this Sunday. If you are new to the YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button down below. All right, guys. You guys are as awesome as always, all right? And yeah, that being said, guys, we are about to head up out of here, all right? Follow me on Twitter and all that fun stuff, @HeelSteven. And with that being said, guys, I'm out of here. This has been another installment of Around the Point. Peace out, everybody. Bye.